program brought to you by Hayes Med and by Eagle Communication. If you have any questions or comments about today's show, let me know. Gary.Shorman@eaglecom.net is my email address, and if you want to go on Facebook, you can find us under the ECTV forum. We'd like to hook up with you, share your thoughts and comments. Our guest is an Ellis resident who started her own publishing company called the Silver Tongue Press. Her name is Sarah Nowlin Eaton. And Sarah, we talked going into the break about your favorite artists because, you know, you read, you fruit, you do these things. Who would you say are let's do your top three favorite authors?
Top three. David McCullough.
And what does he write?
History.
History. Well, we know you're a history major by trade, so to speak.
They are fiction books, but they're based very strongly on history, and they're very entertaining.
Entertaining, fun to read.
Fun to read. Lots of detail.
Okay.
And I like detail. James Patterson, of course.
Very good. Yes.
I mean, who doesn't like Patterson?
Yes.
And Diana Gabaldon.
That one. What does she do?
She writes, they're fiction. I call them fat books.
Fat books. Tom Clancy kind of books.
Tom Clancy
books that you have to
that
get
to
through.
me, I have just gone to heaven. They're historical based. They're very descriptive of what we know, even if you're not a history buff. You know these things. And she brings in a little Scotland, a little English, and a little U.S. And it's just, she's such an artist.
How long would it take you to read a 1,000-page book like that? Is that something you do in a weekend kind of deal?
I could, if I didn't have anything else to do.
Yeah, I can see that. Right through it. You moved to Ellis, which is unique, but with the world of internet, being able to set up that way, connect with your partner, because you have two really neat partners that you worked with on here. How did you end up in Ellis, Kansas? Of all places on the map, you ended up at Ellis, Kansas.
Well, I'm from West Texas. I used to play games online when Yahoo was the big gaming place. I got to be really good friends with a girl that lives in Arlington and one that lives here in Colby, or over there in Colby, somewhere. That way.
Yeah.
And she was the one in Colby was having a life change and kind of wanted a change of scenery. And I said, well, just move down here with me while you're kind of getting your feet again. And she did and stayed a few years, went to nursing school. She wanted to come back. Her family's here. My kids are grown. I'm not married. She says, you want to go with? Sure, why not?
And you end up in Ellis.
And I'm in Ellis.
And now your two partners are over in Kentucky, two different parts of Kentucky.
Right.
How do you connect with them? Is it all over just the internet, Facebook, or do you do Skyping and some of the more video
Skype
things?
is my friend.
Skype is your friend.
Skype is my friend. I talk to my kids that way. I talk to my partners that way. We email constantly. We all keep Facebook open, so if we think of something really quick, we can dash it off, and somebody will have it open, and they'll answer back. So we can, there's any number of ways. I've got the internet. I've got my cell phone, so I call just whoever, whenever.
And they can call you.
And they can call me.
If somebody is out there, if they want to start writing, or maybe they are one of those hidden authors that's been writing, how do they get a hold of you? I mean, what's the best way to do that? Obviously, cell phone and internet, but how do they find you?
They find Silver Tongue Press at www.silvertonguepress.com. And think of a silver tongue, away with words.
And away you go, and then you can connect with them that way and help them get started if they want to.
Right. There are contact sheets. We have frequently asked questions on there. Don't be afraid to use a contact sheet. We will answer any question under the sun.
And you just have to be from Ellis County or Western Kansas. You could be from anywhere in the world.
You can live in Alaska. You can live on the North Pole. I'm waiting for Santa.
If you want to buy a book that you have on your website, you can go there also. How does that work in the buying process? Is that all that electronic now, credit card?
It's all electronic, credit card, all that, but we do sell more from Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Like we said, we're new, so we don't have a lot out there. We're still working on the editing form. And let me tell you, I'm working on one of the best ones right now. It's kind of a romance mystery, and it's going to be a good one. It's
that-
gonna be different.
Now, do you have a chance for one of your books to be on the New York Times top seller list, if that would ever happen? I mean, is that a possibility?
It's a possibility, but I will tell you, it's probably slim. To get on the bestseller list, you kind of have to be in the right place at the right time with the right product.
And once you get there, like a Patterson or a Clancy and some of those authors,
Right.
you know, you get there almost automatically in
Right.
your next book.
But that doesn't mean we won't market your book. We'll get it out there. We have found where you can submit, if you've written a book, and I think it's really a good book, and it needs attention beyond what our normal marketing is, I'm going to recommend that it be considered for one of the awards for writing. And so it's going to first of all get a bigger audience. And then when it hits print, I can say you won, this book won the Mom Circle Award. It won, you know, one of the writing awards. And it will get a little bit more attention.
Before we leave, you have two partners that are in this. If they watch this, they're going to know a little bit about them. How did they get in this, and who are they?
Lisa Binion, who lives in the eastern side of Kansas, writes for Bella Online. It's an online magazine. She's a fiction writing editor, or fiction editor. And she writes and proofreads and got to know my other partner, Rebecca Broad, who also went to work for them. And it's all online again. And they kind of connected with each other that way, and we're doing proofing and reading each other's work. And Rebecca and I got to know each other because I was on Bella Online as a customer, basically. And Rebecca's the history editor, which is, of course, my thing. And so I got to know her, and then come to find out, we go to the same online university. And so we've connected all that way. I love her kids, I love her husband. We've all Skyped to each other all the time. And we proof each other's work as it comes out. She's got some of my work, I've got some of her work. We're looking at it. I met Lisa through Rebecca. So we just kind of became a circle, and we're real supportive of each other, and all we can do is say, you're doing a good job. Have you considered doing this? We don't sugarcoat it. You know, if you need to do something different, I'm going to tell you, you need to do something different.
Well, it is fun to see a group that gets together like this and start a new company, make that work for publishing business. You know, some people don't go that into decline because books are gone. You're making it accessible both online and other ways for new authors out there to be effective.
It is so hard for a new author to get accepted. You have to find a literary agent. Because if you just send your book to one of the large houses, they're going to put it in a slush pile.
And no one will ever get it.
And they might look at it a year from now. They might not. This way, you come to us, we will at least look at it.
Well, thanks for being on our program here and being a part of this. It's neat what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Sarah Nowlin Eaton has been our guest. She's with and head of, are you president of this company?
I am the creative director.
The creative director of the Silver Tongue Press. You can find them online, looking under the silvertonguepress.com.
Yes.
And so find them there. Thanks for watching The Forum on Eagle Community Television. Again, our program is brought to you by Hayes Med and by Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Youthful body, tight tummy.